everyone. Welcome to Sam's Summaries. This episode is a deep dive discussion into Sam Fury's summary of the book, The Storyteller's Secret by Carmine Gallo. It has been created with the help of AI. You can read the original summary at samfury.com.
Welcome back, everyone. We're diving deep today into The Storyteller's Secret by Carmine Gallo.
Oh, this one is good.
I know. It's all about harnessing the power of storytelling, but not just to entertain,
No.
but to really make a difference, to inspire, to teach, even to launch entire movements.
And Gallo does such a great job of breaking it all down.
Right. He uses all these fascinating real-world examples.
Like how Japan used storytelling to win Olympic gold.
Yeah. Or the Ice Bucket Challenge, how that became such a viral phenomenon.
It really shows you the potential. Like, storytelling isn't just some fluffy skill.
It's a powerful tool.
Totally agree.
So ready to unlock some of these secrets.
I am. Let's do it.
All right. So part one is all about igniting the fire, which sounds pretty intense.
It is. Basically, it's about finding your passion
Okay.
and letting that passion fuel your story.
I like it.
It's like, you know that story Gallo tells about the T-shirt salesman?
Oh, yeah, the one who became a mega producer.
That's the one.
Yeah.
And all because he just kept practicing his storytelling, honing that skill.
That's inspiring. It's like anyone can do it.
Exactly. You just got to find that spark.
And then there's that other story about the rock star.
Oh, yeah. The one who rediscovered his passion by looking back at his youth.
It's like our past experiences, even the seemingly mundane ones, can be gold mines for our stories.
They add that personal touch, make it real.
And Gallo emphasizes that it's not just about the good times either, right?
Right. He talks about reframing our struggles.
Oh, yeah, like turning those challenges into sources of inspiration.
He uses the example of Amy Purdy, the Paralympic snowboarder.
Wow, what a story.
She lost her legs but found her voice, and her story has touched so many people.
It's a reminder that our toughest moments can actually make our stories even more powerful.
Absolutely. They add depth, make them resonate on a deeper level.
Makes you think about how we can all reframe our own experiences, use them to connect with others.
Exactly.
So we've got our own stories, but how do we use them to actually teach and inspire?
Okay, so this is where Gallo really gets into how to use stories to make information, engaging and
Yeah.
memorable. And he really stresses that connection with your audience, like using stories they can actually relate to.
Can't just be any old story.
Right. It has to resonate with them personally,
Yeah.
make them feel something. He even brings up this TED Talk that got the longest standing ovation just because it was so relatable.
Wow, so it's not just about being some incredible speaker.
No, not
It's about connecting, finding that common ground.
Exactly.
But Gallo also talks about the power of surprise, right?
Yes. He says, unexpected twists,
Okay.
they can make your story so much more captivating.
So you got to keep them on their toes a little
A
bit.
little bit, yeah. Like that story about turning sewage into drinkable water.
Oh, yeah, that was crazy.
It's completely unexpected,
Yeah.
Makes you think.
And it's something you definitely remember.
Exactly.
And I'm like, okay, I'm never going to think about water the same way again.
Right.
And so it's not just about shocking people either, right?
Right.
It's about using those unexpected elements.
Yeah, and Gallo also talks about using analogies and personal stories to break down those really complex topics, make them easier to understand.
To simplify?
To simplify, yeah. Like that example of, remember, the $98 pair of pants.
Oh, yeah, that launched a whole empire, right?
Exactly. It's just a simple anecdote. But it's so powerful, it perfectly shows the power of branding and storytelling.
And then there's that example of how NASA uses storytelling.
Oh, in astronaut training.
Yeah. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah, I know, right? They create these relatable scenarios and simulations to prepare the astronauts for the unexpected.
That's so cool that storytelling is everywhere.
It really is. It's not limited to any one field.
And we can't forget about humor.
Oh, yes, of course.
Gallo actually points out that the most popular TED Talk of all time is hilarious, actually funny.
Yeah, and he really emphasizes how humor makes information stick.
Totally. When you're laughing, you're going to remember it.
Exactly.
So we've talked about igniting passion, teaching through storytelling.
Keeping it simple.
Keeping it simple, yeah. What's next? What's the final piece of this storytelling puzzle?
All right, well, that brings us to motivation through narrative. So how to actually inspire action.
Now we're getting to the good stuff, how to actually make those stories inspire action, create a lasting impact.
Right, because it's one thing to tell a good story, but it's another to actually use it to motivate people.
To get them to do something.
Yeah, to make a change.
Okay, so how do we do that?
Well, Gallo shows some really cool examples, like the way Steve Jobs approached building a hospital.
Oh, that was fascinating.
Right. He used storytelling to rally his team to create this vision of what the hospital could be.
It wasn't just about bricks and mortar. It was about the human impact.
Exactly. And that's what gets people excited, you know?
You want to be part of something bigger.
Yeah, they want to feel like they're making a difference.
And Gallo also talks about this hotel mogul who turned his employees into these customer service heroes.
Oh, yeah, using storytelling.
Using storytelling. It's like he gave them a script to follow.
He did. He gave them these stories to share with guests to create memorable experiences.
So it wasn't just about checking people in and out. It was about creating connections.
Exactly. And those connections lead to loyalty, you know?
Like, I'm not just staying at a hotel. I'm part of something special.
Right. It's about creating that feeling.
And Gallo really emphasizes the power of sharing those employee success stories.
Oh, yeah. He calls them like flight simulators for training.
That's such a good analogy.
I know, right? Because it's like they're getting a chance to practice, to see how stories can be used in real-world situations.
So it's not just theory, it's practical application.
Exactly. And that makes all the difference.
So we've covered a lot of ground here, from igniting that inner fire to simplifying our messages to using stories to teach and motivate. And we've learned that anyone can do it.
Right.
You just got to find your passion, refine your message, and connect with your audience.
And keep practicing, of course.
Always practicing. But Gallo gives you the tools, you know?
He does. He lays it all out there.
So now it's up to us to put it into action.
Exactly. Go out there and tell your stories.
Make them count.
Make them count.
Well, that was quite a deep dive into The Storyteller's Secret by Carmine Gallo.
A great book. Highly recommend it.
To everyone listening, thanks for joining us on this journey. And remember, the power of storytelling is within your reach.
Absolutely. Go out there and make some magic.
We'll see you next time on The Deep Dive.
Thanks for tuning in to Sam's Summaries. If you found this episode useful, let us know with a like, follow, and share. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to visit samfury.com to get free access to all of Sam's original summaries. You can also get any of Sam's books and other exclusive content. It's all completely free at samfury.com.